All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Ren there.
Ray there.
Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy.
Oh. My first thought was Kylo Ren.
I love it. I love Star Wars first. That's where everyone's mind should go first, is Star Wars.
Ren and
Not in the
Stimpy.
gutter.
I never watched Ren and Stimpy. They were so gross and yucky.
My mom and dad, mostly my mom, did not allow us to watch Ren and Stimpy because in one episode, what was his name? Like Milk Toast Man or Toast Man? He was a guy who would fly made out of toast. He had these big old butt cheeks. And so like he's flying and one of them he's like hang on to something, we're gonna go fast. And so the guy's just like squeezing those butt cheeks as he's trying to hold on. And that was it for my mom. She's like, no, never again, not this show.
Yep. It reminds me of that.
It's so ridiculous.
Beavis and Butthead. My mom wouldn't let us watch Beavis and Butthead.
I couldn't watch that one either.
So I don't know anything about it, but she's like, this is disgusting.
Dude, she had 3 tits. How many butts does she have? It's so stupid. So stupid. That show. I remember buying the whole series not too long ago, a few years ago, on DVD.
How did I not know that?
I was watching it. You were in the room. It was when you got Daria. I got Beavis and Butthead.
Daria's so good.
And it was during like a summer vacation one, so I was just watching it. And these episodes are short, right? After watching that for like 3 or 4 hours, like you just feel your brain cells dying. Like literally. Like you kind of go to a dark place. Like I gotta take a break. I gotta watch something else besides Beavis and Butthead for a while. But they are so stupid, so idiotic. Anyways, we got way off track. Which QI are we checking out today?
Well, first of all, we're watching QI. Quite interesting.
Oh, yeah.
And we're checking out what happened to Titanic's crew. And I'm going to make a wild guess because I honestly don't know. What I was going to say. I remember doing different research papers on this in like elementary and middle school and whatnot.
On the crew?
No, on Titanic. On Titanic. So I'm going to assume that most of the crew went down with the ship. I know that the captain went down with the ship. I'm assuming that most of the crew did too, but maybe some jumped on a lifeboat. I know that they said that there were some musicians that played music while the ship was going down. That's pretty amazing and pretty bold because...
Now, was that just from the movie or do you think that was accurate?
I didn't even know that was in the movie.
Oh.
I legit heard that.
Yeah, there's one part in the movie where like it's really like it's about to sink, like it's really going down. Like, okay, gentlemen, adios, it's been a pleasure. And then one guy stays behind and he just keeps playing. And so they stop and they go back around and they just keep playing too.
Oh, tell us if that's true or not. Maybe subconsciously.
I think it is true. I think it has been referenced in different things, not just from James Cameron's movie.
I would say I feel like it is. I just have always thought about like. One, my heart has always gone out to the people in the 3rd and 2nd class, like to know that you can't get out and to have children and know that you're going to drown. Like that would just be absolutely terrifying. But in that moment of life and death, most people's natural instincts are to survive, right? Fight or flight. You want to survive. And you see sometimes that people will think of themselves only. And in history, people have saved themselves and ignored their families. Husbands have left their families, wives have left their children, or mothers have left their children, and it's just a natural instinct. But it's interesting all the other people whose natural instincts are not that, but to stay and to help and to, you know what I mean? Like you see both sides of things, and it makes you wonder. Like I hope and pray that my natural instinct would be to take care of others as opposed to save myself.
I think a lot of people just kind of would just assume like, we're not going to get out of this. The water's freezing cold. Even if we make it, not on a ship, but we make it, through the sinking part, like we're going to die of hypothermia. So maybe I'm just going to help other people because I think at one point you come to the realization, like, I am not living past today.
Yeah.
Let me make the most out of today because this is all I got. And if I happen to survive, awesome. But I think a lot of people maybe, I don't know. I would assume they mostly died as well. But we're going to find out here. If you like our reaction away, please don't forget to
like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be aware of our next uploaded video. One last little thing I was thinking as you were talking about that. I think, too, it comes down to also, are you afraid to die? Not how you're going to die, but are you afraid to die? I feel like if you're not afraid to die, like if you feel like you've had a great life or you have a belief in some type of afterlife, then maybe it's easier to put other people before you.
Are you afraid to die?
No, I'm not.
Me neither.
I'm afraid of how to die. I don't want to die. Yeah. Like, I don't want to be, like, tortured. I don't want to drown. Like, I don't want to, like, when you have, like, the minute you let your breath go, you're dying. Right. Like, those things make me nervous, but not to die.
Gotcha. All right. Here she goes.
When the Titanic sank, what was the first thing that happened to the crew?
Terrible luck for them, but they actually had their 6-month review. And
Can we get out of here now?
They drowned.
Did you say they drowned?
I said they drowned.
Oh
yeah.
dear, no.
No, I was going to say they were fired.
Every single member of the crew had their wages stopped at the moment of the sinking. They stopped paying them. The moment a ship sinks, it is no longer a ship, therefore you can't work on it, therefore the White Star Line paid them up to the minute of the sinking and not the
I
end.
would imagine that in a sinking situation, you'd hope to be getting time and a half.
Stop.
Not just that, but what
Is
about
he
the
being
family?
dead serious?
I don't know, but what about the family who just lost
Wait.
their family member?
Yeah, that's horrible. Wait. We know this was a horrible tragedy, but technically, Grandpa Joe stopped working at 11:57, so we're not going to pay him for Tuesday. What?
Oh, it didn't want to play.
Double bubble.
Just a little something at the back end.
As soon as you're in the water, you've got to be looking for work.
Seriously.
Below and look for work.
Seriously.
Apparently at the time, White Star were considered one of the more generous employers. I think it was £5 a month, not very much. Do you know about the Duff Gordon family on the Titanic?
And their terrible gin.
Very good. No, they offered the crew of lifeboat number 1 £5 to save their lives. Nobody's quite sure whether this was just greed, saying, I'll give you £5 if you save my life, or whether it was a thank you because their lives were saved. But whatever the result, the crew themselves were in terrible trouble for accepting a bribe. And one poor lad, Albert Horswell, survived. He was one of the lifeboat crew, got home, went to see his mother, who slammed the door in his face and never spoke to him again because she was ashamed that he had taken a bribe.
Yeah. She was also bonkers, though.
Yeah.
Well,
Mrs. Horswell.
Wow.
Is it true someone dressed as a lady?
supposedly someone did because it was women and children first.
I thought you said somebody dressed as a baby.
Lady.
Yes, cuckoo, indeed. I have a lollipop, and I have no control of my bowels or urination. I'm indeed an infant, and I know you think I'm Lord Albemarle, but actually I'm a little baby with a beard. Ooh, and madam, might I tell you I've been a very naughty baby?
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
I'm hungry.
Further along that path, the ones who were paid £5 were only the able seamen. How can you tell able from ordinary seamen?
The ones that are effective.
When you applied for a job as seaman on mercenary, you either registered as an able seaman or an ordinary seaman, and they accepted your word. But
Being able
you
to
kept a
swim?
log of your work, which was the real proof of it, and it was called a certificate of continuous discharge.
No way. No way. You've got to be kidding me.
Terrible. That is terrible.
Do you think that's someone's just joke or just a happy accident?
I mean, discharge has multiple meanings.
Yeah, but still. Semen and discharge. Really?
The question is did those words mean what they mean to us today when they first started using them in these contexts?
I never got the answer, though. Like, what's the difference between an able seaman and a non-able seaman? An ordinary?
I don't know.
So
It's
someone
how
that can swim, someone that can paddle boat, someone that can
he
unhook
says
the boat.
what you said you were when you signed up. Let us know. Let us know the difference.
Sorry to offend your headphones.
And forgive me on this one,
I
but
forgive you.
and people will probably be so angry at this comment. So I'm just ready for the
Don't
responses.
say it.
But he did say there was a lifeboat of seamen. Like, seamen were in one lifeboat. Like, the crew were in a lifeboat.
No,
You're
I think
gonna
what
put-
he meant was the person that was handling the boat as they were going down because they had a worker in each one.
Oh,
They bribed them.
Okay.
Or they said, here's money to say thank you for saving our lives.
Well, no, I
More
got
than
that
likely,
one. But he sounded like he said there was one lifeboat of crew members. Let me know if I misheard that or not. Because if that's true, I was gonna say I would be more disappointed in that. And he did say that one survived.
Well, yeah, because the ones that are handling the boat
are gonna jump in.
No. Like if I work for White Star or whatever, White Line, whatever call it, for Titanic, and I'm the one that's manning the boat.
Oh, you'd have to go down with
yes,
the boat.
I go down with it.
Okay,
and that's why they're saying those are the people that they bribed.
I get it.
To get them on the boat.
Okay, I wasn't thinking about it. I just assumed you'd stay on the actual Titanic ship and lower the lifeboat down, but maybe you physically get in the lifeboat and lower it down. I don't know.
I think obviously it's very unethical to allow someone on that doesn't meet the requirement of women and children first or whatever it is from a bribe. But at the same time, is it kind of excused because it's a situation of life or death?
Yeah.
Like, and this was not just from the movie. This is from doing an assignment with my students where they had to read about first-hand account, a second-hand account of someone that was on the Titanic and survived. There were boats that had like 12 people on it. They had like 8 people on it when you could have fit 60 or something like that because I guess they were afraid. If we have too much, we're all going to sink. We're all going to die. So I'll pay you some money. Let's just go down right. Like, that's ridiculous. You're going to have hundreds, if not thousands of people that die.
Yeah.
And you can't even fill it up to capacity.
That's sad.
So, I mean, that's crazy. That I can understand. Like, why would you allow only 5 people? Like, why? And I'm sure it was pressure from the rich people. Like, no, come down right now or I'm going to boom. I have no idea.
I'm sure, too. I'm definitely sure there's pressure. I would be disappointed in my child for taking a bribe. And, like, if it was only that family and not... No.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, you would think she would be grateful her son's alive.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be disappointed if it was just that family in that lifeboat. I'm like, you could have put all these other people on there. But, you make a bad decision. None of us can really judge, though, because we weren't in that situation. We weren't on a boat. That was sinking.
No, but, I mean, just for conversation's sake, it's messed up, but I don't think I would be like, okay, put that person in jail.
Yeah.
Like, let's ruin that guy's life. I mean, it is what it is. Anyways, interesting topic. Great ending there. Let us know what you think about our reaction to this. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell us what you would do in all these situations that we're talking about. And until next time.
Au revoir.